stone. This little pebble I'm putting underneath the preform when I pressure flake. It goes right in the palm of my hand, obviously with the leather underneath it, and I use it as a little anvil. I can put the preform on there and I can control angle better. It's like a flat workbench, and the preform doesn't move as much, and I'm not contacting leather, so the flakes come off clean. With this raw chert, when the flakes are pressed into the leather, on certain cross sections you can get away with it. You know, if you start a ridge and you're doing, like, I don't know, a Angostura type flaking, and you have a good material on leather like Swoosh does, which is really neat, slipping the edge and working off that and using the support of the leather to get the flakes to travel. But in this case, we don't want them to travel, we just want them to come off clean. So the little stone anvil really helps. Now here's where we can do some hammerstone blending, and here's where I struggle, because I'll want to maintain the theme and maybe not want to cover up previous work with a different tool. When I guess about replication, I say, well, you know, should I be switching around and doing a lot of heavy pressure in this instance, or should now I just turn the edge and do more hammerstone work? And it's pretty easy just to do a few big pressure flakes to blend into the median here. A lot of times I won't do that. I'll say, well, you know, if they were using a short pressure flaker, maybe not an issue stick, they would have continued with the hammerstone. So that's what I'll do. Stay with the theme. And that's what's hard about flint knapping, if you want to replicate stuff, is that there's all sorts of individual biases that you get with your tools and how you go about doing things. Feeling comfortable with certain tools, maybe more than others. And so you don't maybe give a certain tool the preference that it deserves. And hammerstones are one of those tools where you really, the sky's the limit as far as what you can do with them. But it's hard to force the habits of sort of creating ways which they can work well, instead of using other tools that you may feel comfortable with. So I'm going to do some blending with this hammerstone instead of the pressure flaking. And signs of these finished little flakes is that they're little rising terminations. They're really distinctive, the hammerstone percussion flakes.